Hey, what's up you guys? Ben here. Today I'm going to be going over a watch that is underrated that I think quite frankly deserves more attention. The watch that I'm referring to is the Omega Aquaterra. The modern day Omega Aquaterra, specifically this white version, is something that I've had my eyes set out for a while. When I first saw it on the internet, I thought it was handsome and clean looking, clean enough to be a daily driver. But it didn't grab my attention enough for me to want to add it to my own collection right there and then. That is until I got to see it in person and it moved up on the bucket list. A few months back in the summer, I had the opportunity to view this watch, specifically this model, in the store, in the metal, and I have to say that the pictures do not do it justice at all. The dial looks way more gorgeous than the way they do in the pictures online, and the way the blackened hour indices contrast with the white dial, it looks fantastic. Also, in terms of sizing, the size is perfect. I think the size is really versatile for most people's wrists. And the rubber band is just awesome. And this watch really is a banger in terms of value for money, quality, and just overall tech value. So after seeing this watch in the flesh, this watch really moved up to the top of the bucket list until I got it about 2 months ago. And ever since I got it, I've had great experiences with it. If you're looking for a daily driver, I think this watch gets the job done really well. It's durable, it's classy, it's versatile, and it's comfortable. I know that the Rolex Datejust is one of the most iconic date displaying watches to exist, but I think this watch really gives it a run for its money, and perhaps even surpass it. But you guys can be the judge of that though. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below after you watch the full review. Anyway, let's dive right in. In 2002, Omega released the Seamaster Aquaterra line with the intention of having it serve as a daily driver that could be worn at any given time or place. The very first model was released with a co-axial caliber 2500 with the George Daniels invention of the co-axial escapement. The caliber is a modified ETA movement, and the movement was chronometer certified. Moving on to the modern day Aquaterra, the one displayed here, has the caliber Omega 8900. It is an automatic with, of course, the coaxial escapement. It is a certified master's chronometer by Matas, and it is anti-magnetic of up to 15,000 Gauss. The power reserve of this timepiece is 60 hours, which is pretty solid. And it also has an open case back for you to glance into to enjoy. The finishing of the movement is really well done. The pink jewels really pop and makes the movement more interesting, and the black barrels provide a nice contrast. In my humble opinion, the Aquaterra is one of the most wearable modern day Omegas you can find. It's 41mm in diameter, but wears more like a 40. It's 13.2mm thick, which sounds thicker than it actually is because this watch wears more like a 12mm rather than 13. It's 47mm from lug to lug, which makes this watch versatile for almost all sizes of wrists. My wrist size is 7.1 inches, and the watch fits me perfectly. I'd recommend this watch for a wrist size all the way down to 14 centimeters or 5.5 inches. The watch has a lug width of 20mm, so if you wish to customize it with a NATO or leather strap, your options are virtually limitless. But for me personally, I don't think I'd ever want to switch it out of the OEM rubber strap that it comes with. The rubber feels robust and manages to look elegant. It has patterns in the middle, and the orange stitching matches the orange second hand of the watch, which is a nice touch. The strap is sporty yet dressy at the same time, which makes it fit into virtually all situations. Not to mention that the strap is super comfortable. To me, there are three main highlights that makes this watch stand out from the rest. I've already covered two of them, which were the watch's versatile size and the excellent rubber strap. The third attribute that made this watch a home run for me personally is the dial details. I know brand Seiko is really well known for their beautiful dial executions, but this Aquaterra's dial design is beautiful enough to give brand Seiko sports models a run for their money. The blackened hour indices contrast brilliantly with the white dial, and the orange color of the second hand really pops in the best way possible. Also, thanks to its divoted dial, the way this frosty white dial changes appearance in different light settings is just simply spectacular. As I've come to expect from Omega, the case finishing is really well done. It's satin finish on the case and polished on parts of its lugs and the bezel. I have the rubber strap on this Aquaterra, but the OEM bracelet of this watch is satin finish on the side links but polished in the center. If you choose to opt for the bracelet version, be prepared to have the polished center links attract a lot of fingerprints. On the other hand, I've worn this watch on its bracelet before, and the polished links surprisingly don't get scratched as easily as you'd think. But then again, I'm pretty cautious with my watches. I don't baby them, but I've developed natural habits that keep my watches safe from wear and tear. The water resistance of this watch is at 150 meters, so unless you're going deep diving, this watch should cover you in any situations involving water, as long as the crown is screwed in. The lume is quite solid, so it should have your back in any low light situations. In summary, this watch really does it all. There are a variety of other colorways that you can choose from besides this white version that I have here, so you're covered in case you want other options. The watch has presence, yet is refined enough to fit dressy situations, and the size should fit the vast majority of male wrist sizes. The OEM rubber strap is ultra comfortable but robust all at the same time. It looks sporty yet classy, so it's versatile enough for you to wear to virtually any situations, whether that's with a suit or with pajamas. The buckle for the rubber strap is also equally as robust as the strap itself. The dial detail is gorgeous, and the exhibition case back allows you to glance into the beautiful inner workings of the Omega Caliber 8900. I really don't have anything bad to say about this watch, honestly. Everything from the dial details to the case back to the wearability and the versatility makes this watch an excellent daily driver. But I guess if I really had a nitpick, the bracelet version of this watch is not as comfortable as rivals of this watch, such as the Rolex Datejust 41, and the polished center links are fingerprint magnets. But overall, if you're looking for a daily driver, I think it's worth considering the Aquaterra. In my opinion, it looks more interesting than the Datejust, and it's simply better value for the money, especially on the rubber strap. The Omega Aquaterra line really is something else. It's reliable and versatile enough for you to be able to wear every single day. If you're looking for a daily driver, I think this watch is a fantastic candidate. It's got a contemporary design, yet with timeless attributes that really make it stand out. If you're looking to buy this watch, I think you're going to be really happy with your purchase. That'll be all for today, but leave your thoughts in the comment section down below of what you guys think about this watch, or if you guys have any suggestions or questions. As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.